Hey guys, hey everyone, it's Lord Miles here, and it's Callum as well. And we're going to talk about hard-hitting topics like live, love, LARPing, just goofing off a little bit. We have no idea how we're going to begin this. I think it's just a 1 hour long shit post for only Chinese bot to go listen to. We have no idea what we're going to say. Callum, my man, my dude, my brother, my bro, my homie, my lover. What do you think of this so far?
This might be completely retarded, but we'll find out. So we're going to talk about, like you
Yeah,
said, hard-hitting topics though, such as toilets.
yeah.
Toilets, huh?
Well, India's not going to like this video. India's going to be, what's this? What's this
Okay.
toilet stuff we're talking about?
So sincerely, I wanted to just like talk about traveling and shit because I think people will find it interesting, if nothing else. I mean, you're the guy to talk to for
Whoa.
that, especially. And rapid topics, new frontiers. Have you seen the map of toilets where you can flush?
No, do go on. It's just India, just a giant black hole, like the North Korean electricity map.
But look at this; it's a bit low res, but I didn't know
Wait,
this was a
in
thing.
France you can't flush.
Yeah, so apparently what you do is you get toilet paper and you don't use it on your ass, and then you flush it like a
No.
normal person.
Well, I don't usually wipe, to be fair. I like the build up. But carry on.
So it turns out that like these green countries here, these are countries where everywhere you can flush the toilet paper, and then the orange is where like sometimes you can flush the toilet paper, and apparently red, it's pretty much a no. Which I didn't know this was a thing. Apparently this is real, because like even when we went to Afghanistan, I don't know if I wasn't meant to, but I flushed. Apparently what these people
Yeah.
do is they have like a little bucket, and they put the used toilet paper in that bucket next to the toilet.
Well, there's one good African nation, it seems.
Tanzania. This is
Tanzania.
truly
Whoa.
Wakanda.
I was about to say this is like a map of all the real white nations. When I saw Tanzania, I was like, yeah, no. Something else explains it.
I don't know,
Yeah,
like
what?
Japan, they could be honorary areas.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. I consider them kind of half white. I mean, what happened with France? What happened there?
Well, I mean, they're not white, so, understandable. But I was wondering, just in general, weird nonsense like this, I think people find interesting as to what we've run into over our trips. And I mean, you've been far more white than I have. I mean, like, this is something I never thought about it at all until someone sent me it. And then I realized, like, Jesus Christ, most of humanity doesn't flush. Apparently, the Greeks, I don't know if you can see them, the cradle of civilization and democracy, they can't flush, but it turns out it's apparently our fault. So we sold them
Yeah.
the toilet system.
Greeks have a cradle of homosexuality and also terrible cooks saying it's not pronounced gyro. But that's all we're good for.
Have you been to Greece?
Yeah, I got banned from Greece actually. Do you remember?
I thought you were just banned from Northern Macedonia. Are you banned from Greece as well?
Well, I'm technically banned the whole Schengen area. So what happened was, I flew into North Macedonia and then I jumped the border into Greece, right? And then I flew out, and of course Greece didn't have me registered there, so they were like, "Oh, how do you get into that country?" There's no record of him coming in. He's clearly illegal, but he's British, doesn't make sense. And then of course my camera footage corrupted, so I flew back to Greece and then went through, jumped the border the opposite way into North Macedonia, and flew out. And then, like a year later, I flew back from Afghanistan. For some reason, there was a connecting flight in Greece. It was the cheapest flight, whatever. And I arrived on some tiny island, and they pulled me aside, and they're like, "Excuse me, sir, you've overstayed your visa in Greece." I'm like, one, why would I want to stay in your hairy ass chest country? All your people smell, and your food's like a rip-off. Your food's like generally just like Turkish food, and that sucks. But like, I clearly came off a flight from Afghanistan. Looked at my passport, and they were like, "Oh, no." So they gave me a letter saying I'm banned from Schengen, and they like stalled a flight for legit 2 hours for me. I climbed on, and everyone was just giving me the death stare, and I just complained, it's like, "Whoa, they're trying to keep me down. They racist against the Taliban," and people were like, "What the fuck is this guy on about?" But it kind of played off well. And then I just changed my passport, got a different passport number, and then flew back into Greece one day, and they just let me through. Like, "Oh, this is a whole new man. We don't know who this is. He's fine. No, no, he's got a clean record. Clean record." So I'm technically banned from Schengen and Greece and North Macedonia. But you just update your passport, and suddenly the whole EU border security just works around you.
Are you serious? Is it really
Yeah,
that fucked?
yeah. Don't tell the immigrants this, but trust me, we pay
Don't
like,
send them this
yeah,
video.
don't send them this video. They'll see this and they'll, whoa. But yeah, billions invested every single year of my tax money. I wish I could tip the tax man if I could, but I wish I was paying like 90%. I wish I was paying all my income because these people with their billion-dollar systems, they can't figure out that if you change your passport number or one detail on your passport, they can't figure out like the ban list. You just count as like a new arrival. So I can change my name on my passport legally in the UK for free within like less than 30 days. Whole new identity, and they don't take like fingerprint scans or iris scans or anything. They're like, wow, Giles Routledge just arrived in Greece. Wow, let my man through. I don't know who this is. Never come across him before.
You know what's retarded about that is it like it's really dumb, but it also makes sense because I remember the first time I met you, I sincerely thought your photoshopped LinkedIn image was you.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
Yeah,
That's
that
it.
one.
Yes. So if you guys don't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is my LinkedIn profile picture. Now you look at that and think, wow, Miles, you look pretty fly, but something seems a bit off, and I'll tell you what it is. I couldn't be bothered to put on a suit for my LinkedIn profile picture when I was applying for jobs within university. So I photoshopped myself into a suit. And people keep complimenting on it. They're like, wow, Miles, that's a nice suit. Your shoulders look really wide. You look manly. No, all Photoshop. I'm also banned from Canada, technically, I've realised.
Is that because the Taliban is still a terrorist group in Canada?
Yeah, for some reason, Canadians are kind of cringe in a way where they said, oh, Taliban aren't considered a new government. They're not considered, freedom fighters. They're considered terrorists. So in Canada, I'm not allowed to ship any of my merchandise. And at the same time, I'm also not allowed to go there because anyone associated with the Taliban would have problems. Now, well, again, I might have to change my name and enter Canada like Miles Routledge. Whoa, he must be my long lost half brother. My name is Kilometers Routledge. Do you remember when? So I've actually got like this. It's not a sad contact, but it's probably like this Israeli like intelligence contact or whatever, probably. So he keeps messaging me from time to time, going, "Oh man, come to Israel, like come to film." I'm like, "No, I'm good, thanks. I'm good. No, I'm good." He keep inviting me, and he once like photoshopped a photo of me into like a Mossad ID, and he shared it online. I retweeted it, and everyone I had like loads of Israeli contacts going, "That's actually not real, by the way. It's a fake. It's a fake photo." And when I was in Taliban prison, there was a photo of it on my phone. So the Taliban, suspecting that I, Lord Mars, might be a spy, bloody saw this photo and was like, oh, big. And they're like, yeah, Mars, well, we know it's that much of a joke. We know you're not a Fed because that'll be too many layers and that's silly.
I feel like if you became an agent, no one would believe you. Like, you'd go and meet whichever group you're meant to instruct or give a package to or some shit. And like, you're just explaining, oh, yeah, I'm the man. I'm the top guy. I'm the top guy for the KGB. And they just like look at you funny. It's just like, no. Like, you match the description, you've got the password, but I still don't believe it.
Yeah, you're just that much of a shit poster. You know what happened to? I mean, I feel like no one would believe me even if I joke about it directly to like an insurgent group's face. Like when I spoke to a Taliban, this head of foreign intelligence, he's my friend, and this guy is known in Jalalabad for destroying the whole of ISIS. So this guy has executed 200 members of ISIS by his personal hand. He's a very good man. I like him. He's a good friend of mine. And when I came back to Afghanistan, he goes, Miles, what took you so long? You said you'll be back in 3 weeks. It's been 5. And I said, sorry, the CIA was taking so long to train me. My apologies. And he just like looked at me for a second, then burst out laughing. Oh, no, that can go a very different way. He's the head of foreign intelligence. I just joked about being CIA. He's like, ah, good one.
I'm just looking at this. I didn't know that. So the Taliban are still terrorists in Canada. You can't visit Weebland. Oh man, Kyrgyzstan. You can't go to Kyrgyzstan. Your life is over.
No, Russia. Not Kyrgyzstan.
How do you even say that?
Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
Why do they have like an Xbox logo as their flag? And why do people have the sun is yellow? The sun is actually white.
Is that even meant to be the sun? What the? That is the worst flag I've ever seen. Sorry to all the Kyrgyz viewers.
Yeah. Our biggest backing.
What's it meant to be? Oh, it is meant to be the sun. The opening of the center of the roof of a yurt. Oh.
That's just silly.
Oh, it's this thing. That's their flag. So some guy just looked up at his yurt and was like, that's the flag, that's it.
That's it. This is it. Big. It's like for government yurt, it's like, oh, this is the new design now. This is it.
They had other designs, presumably. What proposals for changes? Yeah, I bet. 2023, they proposed this. But that's not better.
What is it? It looks like a logo for an ice company.
It
I
definitely
don't
is
know, it
ice
just
cream.
yeah, it looks like ice cream. It looks like modern art.
What else have they got? City flags,
City flags look not too bad.
other flags, border service. Well, that's okay. I love the angry
Yeah.
text. That's a good feature.
Yeah, it's very inviting.
Yeah. Although some of these look like a video game. Like, what is this?
If I had immigration services, like if I was in charge of it for my country, I would have like a picture of a bunch, like a boat coming into England, and some British man with an RPG firing at the boat, and
Well,
then just
that's the
a
flag.
silhouette of a silhouette of a thumbs down, and then like, and then imagine you just put that on the French coast of Calais, and like you just look at that as an immigrant who wants to legally enter my country. I think I'll send a very clear message. Trust me, if you give me a few RPG rounds, a boat, a Greggs and Weatherspoons gift card, and a weekend, I could completely close the borders for illegals.
Literally just by having a new poster campaign.
Maybe.
Why have they got? They literally have like the Earth in the sky on some of the regional flags. I mean, this is.
It's still an Xbox logo, dude.
It really is. I'm just looking at these other terrorist groups, and I see the Proud Boys are on here. Apparently in Canada and New Zealand.
No. Okay, I need to set up the Proud Boys movement. Let's see. I love how we just this is like the first topic terrorist groups for our podcast.
Well,
The channel's not going to get demonetized, going to get blade banned.
Would you know about the Proud Boys, the origin story, why this is funny?
No.
So the Proud Boys was a joke thing that was set up by Gavin McGuinness. Let me get a stock image of Gavin McGuinness for you. I think the stock image of him is him putting a cucumber up his ass or something.
Why is he doing that?
He wanted to prove he wasn't homophobic, so he shoved something up his asshole.
I'm homophobic.
Well, there we are. You won't be in the Proud Boys then. Because he started the Proud Boys, and he's been on Joe Rogan explaining it. One of the initiations is so another guy would punch the crap out of you, and you had to name like 7 breakfast cereals before he'd stop.
Why?
Because it's funny.
First degree, you declare yourself a Proud Boy. Second degree, we beat the shit out of you until you can name 5 breakfast cereals, and you have to give up masturbating.
It's just like retarded lad humor. So, for example, they had a song for the Proud Boys, and it was just like, "Proud boy, I'm proud of my proud boy," or some shit like that. He sings.
He looks like the gentleman looks like Adam Knows Everything. You know that man? I mean, it became like a radical group or something.
No, like Gavin McGuinness. He actually founded Vox. Well, not Vox, Vice. Like he was a co-founder
Really?
of Vice.
I think Vice is doing very well nowadays.
But he like wasn't retarded, so he just got bored and left. And then ever since he's been doing his own thing. His shitpost sincerely became something that's like on the banned list. Major actions, pickpocketing.
Whoa! Oh no!
I got pickpocketed by the Proud Boys.
No! Call the press.
Have they actually done anything? Yeah, that's just news they made it the terror list. Yeah, that's so the only source for them doing terrorism is that they're on the terror list.
It used to be a big thing when you get put on a terrorist list, but nowadays it's just anyone can get on it, and it feels like you're not respected as an organization. You know, sometimes you have to earn to be on that list. You have to earn that title and that right. You know, but nowadays anyone gets to be put on a terrorist list. Gosh darn it!
You know what this is?
No, it looks like some crappy QR code.
It's the ISIS logo. They rebranded.
Why? Really?
Yeah, sincerely, the seal used on ISIS documents. But like, you're so right. It literally is like I'm gonna scan this to check in.
Yeah, it looks like
pandemic.
Yeah, it looks like a mobile game where you have to like turn certain objects to make a new image or something. I mean, do you think ISIS rebranded and said, you know what, the West's gonna see this and they see we turn over a new leaf and think, you know what, we'll give them another chance.
Because didn't they used to have like
they seem different.
The Shahada or whatever, and then they're like, no, that's not working. That's not very Islamic. We need a QR code.
You need QR code.
Meta is a terrorist group in Russia.
Meta. I mean, one struggle. I relate to Russia on that.
Russia adds Meta to list of terrorist extremist groups. Bans Facebook and Instagram for Russophobia. Okay. I mean, understandable. I don't know why I'm just looking through a list of terrorist groups now. I'll just be like, where's the funny ones?
Those are funny terrorists.
but there are funny ones. That's the thing. Like Netta.
The funny thing is, Callum, do you think our podcast is gonna be added to this list afterwards? I think I've said some very devious things.
Maybe. Should we change the topic? Did you see that recent Tucker Carlson video where he's like, "Whoa, look at the metro. It's not covered in feces. This is weird."
Yeah.
Because he's in Moscow.
You know what? Yeah, it's crazy to see. Everyone keeps trying to debunk it, saying, actually, it's not very nice in most of the world. He's just selectively biased because he's Putin's, puppet. I'm like, my dude, if I go to the London Underground, I see one guy fake playing a violin, because he's just fake playing it. It's coming out of speaker, begging for money. I see like 50 people selling the Daily Issue, and they don't speak any English apart from like 5 words. And I see homeless people just sniffing their own like feces and urine, to get high. And then I see a bunch of chubby people fighting on the underground, and then some guy pissing in the corner. And I think, you know what? This is worth my 45% tax rate.
I mean, the best one was Jon Stewart talking about this, where he said that the London Underground's bad, but the New York Underground is meant to be like the worst in the world for, Western nations, let's say, at least. And even he was blown away by the Moscow one, but then says, no. The fact that our underground is full of homeless people and rats is the price of political freedom.
That's stupid. I don't want to pay that price. If you look into economics, if you get a PhD in economics, it actually concludes that either you have political freedom, but homeless people pissing and shitting in your underground, or bad dictatorship and clean underground. Those are the 2 alternatives. You can't make both things work. It's impossible.
Only 2 options.
You know what? As soon as England became politically free, homeless people appeared in the underground pissing and shitting overnight. Same in New York, by the way.
It's a natural law.
Before, it's a natural law. It just happens overnight. The homeless people hear it. They get like a little beep on their phones, and they go, "Crap, we got to converge underground. We have to go.
Shit, there's dictatorship. We've got to leave the country.
It's
over." It's just like obviously backwards, stupid arguments. But I was watching. I want to show you this clip. I'll play it without the audio, I guess. Where it's Bolton Bancroft's new video, and he's just going around the UK showing off that everywhere outside of like the countryside and the rich areas of London is a shithole. And I mean, he's right. I mean, I can't fault him.
Yeah, it's true, because these areas used to be seaside holiday homes, and then people realised, flights to Spain are now £20, like $30, and the UK is a depressing crap hole. So why don't I want to live here?
But then I got to think, well, okay, there might be homeless people and all the buildings are shit, but look how free they must be as a result.
Honestly, I don't think homeless people should be free. I honestly think we should go around with a white van and like kidnap homeless people, and then say, "Hey, dude, don't do drugs. That's a big thing, big key to success right there." And they'll be like, "Whoa, really?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, that's not good. That's not good, dude. You are literally sitting in a pool with your own feces on the street side. That's not a good key to success." Something tells me you're not too happy with your life and you might need some counseling, some help. And they're like, "Whoa, yeah." And then you would obviously give them like a basic job and obviously somewhere to stay.
Is this the Taliban rubbing off on you? Because isn't this what they did? Like they literally rounded up all the opium addicts and then shaved their heads and just, get a job.
No, I recommend that to the Taliban. I was like, they were like, "How do we solve this?" I'm like, "Hey, you're not a politically free country. So you actually have to make a clean underground, and
you've got to build a metro. Kabul Metro needs to be built, bro."
Yeah, hey, get the homeless people, and it's like that scene from Breaking Bad, with Jesse and the crackhead. Get all the homeless people and start digging in front of them. And they're like, "Oh, dude, what are you doing with a shovel?" And you're like, "You know what? You know what's fair?" And they're like, "Oh," and they go, "Yeah, can you start digging? I need to go and get a kebab." They're like, "Yeah, sure." And then within an hour, you'll have like a deep hole, and you can get them to build it all.
I do love the idea that sincerely, because it's not a free country, you've got to build a metro, like straight from the airport to the zoo, so then people can see the zoo.
There's actually a normal house cat in the zoo.
Is there actually?
Yeah, like a normal, feline house cat. One you'd find in English house. They have one in the zoo.
I'm looking here, and they literally just have some European bunnies. But I love the idea that it's going to have 2 stops. It's going to be from the airport to the zoo, but they're going to be as beautiful as St. Petersburg. And they're all dug like, Minecraft homeless people who have been rounded up.
I was speaking to one of the heads of the Taliban government about, the prison population. I was like, "Hey, why do you force them to do hard labor?" And they were like, "What do you mean? What, Miles?" I was like, "Well, they're consuming your resources. These people are like murderers and rapists and all this other stuff. They've clearly done bad stuff. get them outside, give them some fresh air, they get some exercise, they get some vitamin D on their face, and they get to work, and keeps them busy, and you guys get free labor. I don't see why you're not utilizing it. And they just looked at me like, "You psychopath! Like, what are you doing, Miles?" They were like, "No, we don't agree with that." And I was
We're
like,
liberals,
"Oh,
we
you
don't agree
liberal
with this."
country." Yeah, I was like, the East is falling, dude. I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny. If I was like in Africa, living in Africa, right, and I lived in a mud hut, because there are also mud huts around, right? It's quite common, remote areas. Obviously not the capitals, but if I lived in a mud hut, bro, you know what? I would build a mud mansion. It wouldn't be like just a hut. I would honestly build several rooms, probably some floors, because I don't have a job. I don't have a job at like Mackey's or anything, McDonald's.
What? So you
I
build
would-
like a mud staircase?
I would just
a mud chandelier.
yeah, I'll build like yeah, literally, I'll build like the best mud hut, and people will be like jealous of me in the village.
I mean, this.
I mean, I'll make it artsy. I would add a window. Like that's nice. That's cool. It's not raining, so why do you need like protection?
So we got some mud huts
Do you-
here,
So
like rich people mud huts. What is it with the mud huts though? Because I'm sure you've seen. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a YouTube video of a guy building a mud hut, right? And it's him
they're all
showing off.
fake, though.
You think it's all fake? But
Yeah,
I'm
no,
thinking,
they got exposed basically.
what? Even like, because there's one back here,
Yeah,
like this guy.
yeah, no, these big projects. That one's fake too. These big projects, what they do is they get machines to do it, like off camera usually, because you can't do it physically, but it would just take too long. So they just do it through machines. There's like you can see tracks of tractors and diggers and stuff. Like, have you seen that African post where like this guy on Facebook said irrigation is the future?
No, I haven't. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Google right now. Irrigation is the future. Yeah, this. So there was this African gentleman who made this Facebook post. My crops doing well. Irrigation is the future. My dude, irrigation was the future 5,000 years ago.
Well, he's not wrong though. Irrigation is always the
Yeah, but
future.
Yeah, it was like he's like 5,000 years late. Just can't
Farming
get over
as
this,
a
man.
business. Like, he's not just farming for food no more. He's farming as a business. You see, he's doing well.
Businessman, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna put my best suit. I'm gonna bring out my chair to the field.
But the whole reason I mentioned the like state of the country, I mean, like, the ending one's pretty funny, where he finds this row of houses. See, it's fake.
Oh yeah.
Like the windows are fake. Touches the windows. and
Really?
they're not real. And then the door,
Why?
like the fucking Simpsons, the door is painted on.
Wait, why though? Why is it fake?
So it's a town up north where all the houses are abandoned. So to cover up the shit door that's rotten and crap, they put up a fake door.
Not be funny, but why don't we just buy up one of the homes for like $5,000, do it up, and just live there, and add some very good security onto it. Alan, let's live on 85th 3rd Street of Horton. This is where we want to go. Fast internet.
They've got better internet than me. What the fuck?
I think the internet speeds, like to pay for those internet speeds, are
Ooh.
more expensive than the actual mortgage. It's still for 80,000.
2007. Oh god. But that means it's the same guy that still owns it because it
Poor
hasn't been sold.
bastard.
Oh
I would
man.
go there. You know what? We should offer him 2,000. We should offer him like 2,000. He clearly just wants it off his hands. Wait, let's look for photos from back in the day.
Wait, I want to
Wait,
do
look for mortgage. 35 years.
I want to put down £1, please. Pay 30
No, it
quid.
has to be 10%. Do change to 35 years of a mortgage.
35 years? Why?
Yeah, just in case, And then 10% deposit, right? So 500.
£500?
So that's me a quick math, guys. Yeah. Ah,
£24 a
jeez,
raise.
you're a risky lender, Miles. But NatWest Bank, it will take me.
I think I can do it.
You know what I should do? I should default my mortgage. I think that'd be funny. It's just like
We can add
you can't
some...
afford. You can't afford £29 a month.
Imagine getting repossessed. It's like, I've tried everything. I've tried begging.
Bro, imagine they knock on your door, repossess you. Like, oh, let me just grab some pocket change out. Here you go, mate, and just walk off.
They're sending you like final notice letters where it's like, you owe us £300. You're in rent arrears for 12 months.
Like we go repossess your front door or something.
Your fake door.
Fake door.
We
I'm
don't-
not even joking, Callum. I'm not even joking. Do you actually want to buy a place and renovate it?
No, I do
Should
not
go
want to
half
renovate
on.
this fake door piece of shit.
Okay, think about it. What if you added bulletproof windows, one of those steel reinforced doors, make it making a compound?
Yeah, but then we're spending like
And we-
50 grand doing up the place. Because I bet the inside is
wouldn't.
horrific.
That one with the blue walls. That's 3 bedrooms, right? And it's not too bad, does it? For 22,000, there's nothing wrong with that. Radiators have been taken off with new carpet, add radiators. Radiators are like £200 each. I can really do that up. Take off the Spider-Man poster.
Yeah, I'm not buying with the Spider-Man poster. You got to take that out.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's. We can honestly. I think if we offered 5,000, they would take it. So
Yeah,
who's
but
going to buy that up?
But then you're the one rich guy in the street because you have windows and they're real.
Yeah, but
And then you just get targeted by the drug addicts.
yeah, but auction. Someone's auctioning. That's a recommended price. It's like, yeah, that's what we think it might be worth.
EPC rating
Energy
F.
rating F. It's failed. Again, fast internet.
How can it be this shit? But the internet is just like, yeah, I got you, bro. It's fine.
I believe the internet provider in his little van, he pulls up like bulletproof vest and everything. He's like, oh,
Look at that sale price.
these
again.
people sold
Oh,
76
man.
grand. This will be Birmingham in 20 years, by the way.
Yeah. Look at this lucky bastard that sold 2004. Like the bullet he dodged by getting rid of this place.
Also, I'm not being funny too. I'm not being funny too, man. But if I was born in one of these places, you know what I would do? I would apply for jobs anywhere else in the world, or most likely anywhere else in the country. And if I get one in, say, Sheffield or Birmingham, I would move. Think about it.
I mean, clearly by the dirt and the filth, they are politically free. But
That's
they-
great. Well, we'll build the Horden Underground, and it'll be like, I'm not being funny, but 35 grand for a house mortgage, I can take out a payday loan for a £5,000 mortgage. You know, like,
do you have a
what do
mortgage?
you need it
No,
for?
but I've got a payday loan.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's the cash.
142% APR, but it's like, yeah, that's still fine. It's
Yeah.
no problem.
I'm not being funny, but go to the guy who has £5,000 for his house. I think if I offer 1,000 or even a packet of cigarettes, he would go for it.
I got some toenail clippings. You want those?